get more complicated though, because next week I have a couple of trials and, more parties and, taking evidence and all that. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay. Now, good luck on that.
Yeah, I know. And I'm making them submit all of their exhibits a week beforehand.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And I know that Wayne County Juvenile Court's been doing it almost since the lockdown started, and I guess successfully. So we'll see.
Yeah, I've heard some attorneys that have talked about doing some small trials by Zoom, but we're not at the point where we're ready to do that yet, I guess. So
right,
we just continue to do it by phone, and we've continued a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to get busy, I'm sure, here real soon once things get back to somewhat normal.
right. Yeah.
Whatever that somewhat normal is. So
yeah, nobody knows.
All right, we are now live on YouTube as well.
Okay.
We have any?
You froze up there, Jeff.
Everyone froze up, actually. It's telling me I have an unstable internet connection now.
That's handy.
Yeah. Do we have any participants on YouTube?
I don't see any, but I don't know if I'm looking in the right place either.
What do you want?
Yeah, 3.
Come on.
We lost Brent.
No, I went to get my copy of the minutes for the agenda.
Before we get started on the meeting, there's a couple of things I'd like to ask. Let's try to not to talk over each other. I know it's going to be hard to do, but we'll just try to keep that to minimum. Also, when making motions or seconds, please state your name, just so Karen has an easier time recording this as we go through. And if you're more welcome to mute yourself if you'd like to. Just unmute if you're going to speak. That's all we ask. Thank you.
Karen, are you recording it on Zoom?
I think Nate is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's me again. Sorry. Just to start.
Are you ready, Nate?
Yep.
All right. Nate, do you have the flag or not first?
Yep. Just a second here. I thought I did.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
Flag,
United States of
United
America,
States of America, and the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
nation,
Under God,
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 indivisible,
with liberty
liberty and justice
for all.
for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Poland. Hofstadter,
Here,
Vaughn,
here.
Shoemaker,
Here.
Coffee,
Here.
Khan,
Here,
Thank you. Nate, do we have any visitors at all that would want to speak or have questions that you know of?
I've got nope, no comments so far.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a motion to suspend the reading of the minutes?
Bob Shoemaker, so moved.
Devon.
I'm sorry. Shoemaker,
Aye.
Poland. Hofstadter,
aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Khan,
aye.
Any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, we have a motion to pay the minutes or approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve Con.
I'll second Coffee.
Khan,
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Hofstadter,
Aye.
Poland.
Thank you. Bill Resolution 2020-11. Are there any questions on the bills this evening? Hearing none, may we have a motion to pay the bills?
So moved. Hofstadter.
Second Coffee.
Hofstadter,
Aye.
Coffee. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Kelly.
I said aye, sorry.
Okay. Poland, Vaughn,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Khan,
Aye.
Thank you. Chief.
The only thing I have is Tyler Larson completed his probation on April 14th, and I would like to move him to full-time status, remove him from probation. And that's all that I have.
I'll make that motion, Vaughn.
who was the second?
Devon.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Poland, Hofstadter,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Khan,
Aye.
Thank you. Nate.
All right. I'm not going to go word for word through my report because this isn't the most convenient way to do it. I'll hit on a couple of highlights though. The Design Review Board and Planning and Zoning are scheduled to meet next week on the 6th. That should all be in the report, what those applications are about. The sidewalk project, the advertisement is posted on the ODOT website. That's a solicitation for design firms. So those should be coming in. May 12th is the response due date on those. So we'll review them, score them according to ODOT scoring criteria, select a design firm and move forward. On the Safe Routes to School program, we had previously gotten the crosswalk signals. Those were delivered. So the guys are working on putting those together and we'll get those installed. Unfortunately, we have a little more time now to do that since school's out, but in another way, it's good that we have the time to do that. The skate park Spawn Ranch has been on site for a couple weeks now. The excavating is good bit of it's done. They're working on the form work now, putting in the different features. I was hoping to get up there and get some pictures. I was going to try to share them, but I think that's beyond my technological ability at this point. So feel free to walk up and take a look at it if you're in the area. Resurfacing project and our sidewalk project, that advertisement is out right now. The bid opening is May 8th on that. And at that time, we'll take a look at the pricing that we get and determine if we want to award and who we're awarding to. Obviously, spring cleanup day was scheduled for Saturday. That was canceled for the time being. In talking to Kimball, they've now opened up their collections again. They're not without any restrictions that they had previously requested. So I'm hopeful that by, maybe summertime, we can have a cleanup day yet this year. I think that would be good. We've gotten a few questions on that from people that are looking forward to it. Tree City, we had the Arbor Day planning up at East Jackson Street last week. 5 of us were there. Grasshopper planted the tree. We were there, took a couple pictures and got that to the media. And then mosquito spraying is scheduled to begin May 5th. That's next Tuesday, weather permitting, of course. If it's not raining, they'll be spraying after 9 o'clock. Then the last thing I have, I got this late this afternoon, but the Chamber of Commerce is working on how they're going to open and how they're going to operate. And Tiffany, the director, Tiffany Gerber, who took over for Shasta Mass recently, asked if we would consider allowing them, or actually us installing a 10-minute parking space in the first space west of the handicap space in front of their building. And the thought is that it would allow them to take phone requests for information, brochures, and package those items and run it out to people in a pickup spot. And I told them, I'd have to talk to you guys. You'd have to authorize that.
This
Does
is
the chief
basically
have any concern about that?
Nate, this would be basically just a temporary thing, just like what the restaurants are doing, correct?
Yeah. I wouldn't think this would be a permanent spot going forward. I think it would just be while these restrictions are in place. Brad, you had a question?
I just wanted to, I guess, hear back from Chief Shaner if he had any thoughts on that.
I don't think it'd be an issue. We have those parking spots for the restaurants downtown now. So.
Okay.
And quite honestly, downtown parking is not too hard to come by right now. It's, I don't think we're going to really be impeding anybody else by allowing this, but I don't think it will hurt anything.
I'll make a motion to approve parking spot.
I'll make a second.
Shoemaker will second.
Coffee,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Poland, Hofstadter,
Aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
And
Con. I missed one,
Aye.
Con.
sorry. See, it's just like we're all meeting together, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Nate, I did have one question on the mosquito spraying. We had talked last year about maybe starting right off doing it weekly instead of bi-weekly
Mm-hmm.
or bi-monthly. Are we gonna do that? Because they're bad right now.
They are bad.
We certainly could, if that's the consensus.
I would agree. Agreed here.
Yep, I have no issue with that.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
have an issue. I guess I'm just curious, what does it cost for them to do that every time they spray?
I think it's $575 for the town portion and then $175 or $590 for town and $175 for the trail.
How many times would that give us then if we start off weekly?
Well, I had put in the purchase order for 20 applications.
That'll go quick.
Yeah. And we plan on going May through October. We always build in a few extra ones. I don't know that we've ever not used them. Karen, do you know offhand if we've ever
No.
not used?
Because we've typically started like every other week for like the first month, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, this isn't working. So I think we'll be fine doing it through October.
Okay. I'll let Homes Pest know, and we'll just have them start on the weekly, and maybe they'll get a better jump on it that way too. I believe that's all I had. Oh, I'm sorry. One other thing. Our own people, what we're doing, obviously we're still split shift right now. I think going forward next week, the week of May 4th, I think we're going to bring everybody back in wearing masks, following all the guidance from the state. Talking amongst ourselves today, I think May 4th will be a good week to start on, and we'll monitor it, of course, and see how it goes, but that's the plan for right now.
Do we have plenty of PPE equipment for that, Nate?
That's going to be my job tomorrow. I'm going to try to track down masks for all the employees. I talked to Chief Shaner earlier. He has some, but not enough for all his guys either. So or all his people either. So we're going to work on getting a pretty good stockpile of those and distribute those out.
Good.
Nate, did you read the order? I read it when I came home because I was only about half listening to it today when I was working, but it did say that they recommended to stagger shifts or split shifts yet.
That's true.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I did see that, and I'm a little torn. I know other jurisdictions in the area that do what we do are not doing that anymore.
Okay.
And I'll be completely honest, it is hurting our productivity. It's hard to get everything done that we normally want to get done with half a crew.
Well, and you're getting into mowing, a lot of mowing now.
That's exactly the problem.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
As long as we
Are they
can get masks.
Are they taking temperatures as people come in?
We've not officially, we don't have a list at the door. We have a thermometer down here, down in the lobby. And like I said before, the last meeting, I think I'd said that we're telling them to, check yourself at home, make sure you're fit to be coming into work. Don't come in if you're sick. I think part of the order, though, we're going to be doing that.
Have we had one who thought they were sick at any time, Nate?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Have we had anyone who thought that they may be sick at any time take off, or no?
No, not since this has started. No.
Okay, that's good.
Anything else, Nate?
Well, I guess, what's the consensus? What do you want us to do? Would you rather see us stay on the split shifts or come back?
I say come back.
I say come back.
I think if that's what you need to get the work done, it's gonna have to get done at some point. So yeah, you might as well.
Are there specific things, Nate, that you're getting really behind on?
Mowing for certain.
Part of it.
And a lot of that, weather, we get 2-3 rainy days in a week and it kills us. But that might be a bad joke right now, but we get further behind, I'll put it that way. And then being short staffed, it just, instead of being maybe a week behind, now you're 2.5 weeks behind, and it's hard to catch up this time of year if you get behind that far.
Yeah, I'd say come back too.
And that's, mowing's just one part of many projects that we want to get done on top of our routine items. So. I guess we'll plan on coming back and monitor. If we, if we start having problems, we can always go back to what we're doing now.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Karen.
Just the financial statement you should have received for March, it would have been. Since I don't have the sheet here, I'm just gonna do a roll call saying that you did receive it. That way it'll be documented in the minutes. So Colin. Hofstadter,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Khan.
Aye.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Karen, I have
Bob?
one question for, sorry.
Go ahead.
Karen, I had one question. Do you have an idea of when you might receive the new estimate from the local government fund from the state?
No, I don't. They haven't released anything yet, so I'm hoping here in the next week or two, but they're probably pretty busy too, so.
Yeah, yeah, I figured they would be. I just didn't know.
I'm hoping at least by, I want to get through April and halfway through May, as far as the income tax side of it.
Mhm.
Companies file quarterly, some file monthly. So if we can get through like the middle of May, I want to compare this year at that point to last year's and kind of see.
Wow.
Yeah. I really don't have a good idea on that right now, so.
That sounds good.
Thank you, Karen.
You're
Bob,
welcome.
Bob, you have anything?
I don't have anything.
Okay. We'll have first reading of ordinance 2020-101 by title only. An ordinance amending zoning map, zone territory of the village of Millersburg. Are there any questions? We'll have first reading emergency resolution 2020-4 by title only. A supplemental appropriation resolution for the general fund and declaring an emergency. Are there any questions? And of course, this relates to the skate park project. If there's no questions, may we have a motion to suspend the second, third readings?
So
I
moved. Hofstadter.
I second Hoffy.
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Khan,
Aye.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Poland.
May we have a motion to pass?
Shoemaker so moves.
Hoffy second.
Shoemaker,
Aye.
Coffee,
Aye.
Poland, Hofstadter,
Aye.
Vaughn,
Aye.
Khan.
Aye.
Thank you. Any committee reports? Old business. New business.
I have a question for you, Nate. In front of 171 South Alexander Street, there's a retaining wall that is, it's like in front of the Devil's Strip. And it's vicariously leaning towards the street pretty badly. Is that our responsibility to fix since it's in the Devil's Strip?
In my opinion, no, because it's still their property. We changed, it used to be that they had to maintain the trees in the Devil's Strip, but we changed that, but it is their property.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I thought I would ask. It's leaning pretty badly towards the street.
Sorry about that. I had muted myself and had to quick unmute. Sorry. I can take a look at it tomorrow.
Okay, I'm concerned that at some point it is going to be in the street.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. Thank
Any
you.
other, all right, thank you. Any other new business? Nate, do we have anyone on YouTube at all? Any comments or anything?
I am checking right now. The only comment I'm seeing is somebody agrees that weekly mosquito spraying is the way to go.
Okay,
Other than that, I don't see anything.
if there's nothing else for this evening, do we have a motion for adjournment?
Well, wait,
Oh, go
Bob
ahead.
Shoemaker,
Yes,
next meeting, are we gonna Zoom or are we gonna meet in the building?
I would think it with the orders that the governor put down today, I think in my opinion, I think we should go at least one more meeting this way. Considering retail, and that's not even gonna open till the 12th. I think we could do the 11th by Zoom, then we'll reevaluate that time.
And
Fair enough.
Sounds
I
good.
think we'd be over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we'd be close to being over the 10 people, just ourselves.
Yes, good point. Yeah,
So yeah, probably one more on Zoom for sure.
anything else? We have a motion for adjournment.
Hofstadter second.
Olin? Hofstadter?
Aye.
Munn?
Aye.
Shoemaker?
Aye.
Coffee?
Aye.
Khan?
Aye.
You know, Tom looked completely different with a beard.
How do you know it's me?
We should probably check,
No,
check
No,
ID.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom.
Okay, I thought you said con.
No, Tom.
Oh, it's gonna be a dilemma, isn't it?
All right, thanks, everyone. Enjoy your evening and stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.